Justin McIsaac here at Plymouth Regional High School. It's the game of the week. The 2-1 Plymouth High Bobcats hosting the 3-0 St. Thomas Saints. And hey, Dave Haley, if you're watching this, look what I cooked up for you when the band gets going here. The band is here. It's homecoming. Go ahead, sir.
See you.
You're gonna love this, Dave.
And
look at that, huh, Dave? This should be a clash of styles with Plymouth and St. Thomas. Plymouth is going to run it down your throat. St. Thomas is going to spread it out, try to get the ball in space. A couple of key injuries for this one. No Sam Slaughter for Plymouth. No Trevor Martin for St. Thomas. So a couple of key players are out in this one. The game could go a long way to decide who hosts the playoff game. You guys are awesome. How about the Plymouth band? Go nuts for you. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. NA Sports Page Game of the Week. We'll have all the play-by-play, the interviews, everything you need here on NASportsPage.com. Thanks, guys. You guys are ready for the big one here in the North Country. Plymouth and St. Thomas here with Coach Chris Sanborn. Coach, how fired up are you kids for this game today against a team that made it to the finals last year?
I think they're pretty fired up, but even more than that, we got homecoming today, so we got a good crowd coming in. Kids are fired up for that. It helps with a quality opponent, but we seem to have a quality opponent every week, so, they're 3-0, team that's favored to win the championship, gives you a lot of extra motivation, so, we'll see how we can do today,
Yeah, and a real clash of styles. They spread it out. You guys kind of try to pound it down your throat. What do you guys have to do to neutralize their offense, which has really been high-powered this year?
Yeah, you got to keep their offense off the field. Keep their offense off the field with your offense. That's what that plan is. Try to force them 3 outs, get them out of sync, and we'll see if we can do that. Now, a lot of that comes down to your offense, controlling the ball, controlling the clock, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, Coach Sanborn of the Plymouth Bobcats trying to take down St. Thomas today here on NASportsPage.com. Coach Eric Coomer, the St. Thomas Saints, getting ready for a big showdown with Plymouth. Coach, coming up this way, always a challenge.
Yeah, it's not a short bus ride. It's been a while since we've been here. The senior class now, we're freshmen the last time we were here, so it's a new trip for everyone. And the morning goes by a little quicker than usual when you have to get on a bus and drive this far.
Yeah, and obviously contrast to styles. They run the ball a lot. You guys spread it out. What do you guys have to do? What couple of things do you have to do to beat Plymouth on the road today?
Get our defense off the field as best we can and keep the ball in our hands and come away with every drive with points.
All right, undefeated so far. They'll see if we can keep it going. St. Thomas Saints, Eric Coomer, thanks a lot. Good luck.
No problem.
Touchdowns in a single season. 2 wideouts bunched to the left. Now we see a big shift. All 3 wideouts will come to the left. 1 tight end on the left side, 1 back in the backfield. Hedberg, play fake, throws down the field, got a man wide open at the 30. And brought down at the 20-yard line, Liam Middleton.
Pass complete to Liam Middleton.
That shift might have confused Plymouth. They had nobody on Liam Middleton. First quarter, scoreless. Hedberg takes the low snap, hands to Andalina, tries the left side this time, into the end zone, untouched for the St. Thomas touchdown. That was a hole so big I could have run through it on the left side of the formation, and the Saints take a 6-0 lead.
45
in motion. And the handoff goes to it's going to be handoff to the left side, little misdirection. Tim Bouchard punches it in for the 2-point conversion. Sounded like on the far sideline, the Plymouth coaching staff was unhappy with the refs allowing the St. Thomas Saints to get set and then reset, but it's 8-0 Saints. Empty backfield on 3rd down for Hedberg. Drops back to throw, looks left, fires left. It's a wobbling pass, but it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. Looked like a mismatch there as Liam Middleton was being guarded by a lineman. Aaron Evans had to try and go cover Liam Middleton, which is not an easy task for anybody. The Saints punch it in. It's 15-0. 2-back set for the Bobcats. Check that 1-back set. Double wing. Man goes in motion. Handoff goes to the tailback. It was swallowed up for a big loss there. Connor McGowan, nowhere to run to that time. 2nd and 13 for Plymouth. For St. Thomas, out of the pistol, Hedberg, swing pass is complete. Running on the left side, this is Zach Knight. And Zach Knight is going to get into the end zone for a touchdown, St. Thomas. 37 yards.
Saints touchdown, score by number 27, Zach Knight.
And the Saints are rolling in the first quarter. Cats The lone back is McGowan in the double wing. Roy under center. Man goes in motion. And Roy fumbles the ball. Ball's on the ground. St. Thomas comes away with it. Nothing going right for Plymouth. St. Thomas can do no wrong. It's Matt Elliott landed on the football. And the Saints will take over deep in Plymouth territory. 1st and 10. Thomas from the 2. Saints are going to leave the offense out on the field. And they will bunch wideouts close to the formation on the left. One split out far to the right. Bossman. And he's not going to get there. He is stacked up short of the goal line, so Plymouth can take something positive out of that defensive stand. They will take over 1st and 10 deep inside their own territory.
Fourth down by Diesel Evans.
4th down inside his own end zone. Punt is blocked. Who's going to come on top of it? It's St. Thomas for the touchdown. 28-0 with the extra point to come. Everything is going right for St. Thomas. Plymouth desperately trying to get something positive going on offense here. St. Thomas has played not quite a perfect ball game, but pretty close to it. One back for Roy. He will roll to his left, looking down the field. Not a whole lot there. He's going to tuck it away and run, and Uget stood up and dropped at the 18-yard line.
Brandon Roy on the carry.
Tom Bouchard making the hit. 2 wideouts bunched on the left, 1 on the right. One back in the backfield. Hedberg throws it deep. Right side for Grunbeck. Touchdown, St. Thomas. Beautiful pass from Steven Hedberg. And Nate Grunbeck hauled it in. Looking over his shoulder into the sun.
21, Nate.
That makes it 35-0. He's got 2 wideouts on either side of the formation. Takes a shotgun snap. Hands it off. This is Knight. Knight along left side. Ball comes out. Who's going to come on top of it? And it looks like the Bobcats have it.
Fumble on the carry. Covered by the Bobcats.
So Plymouth getting something going there. Able to strip the ball out of the hands of Zach Knight and recover it for a first down. First time the Saints have, check that, second time the Saints have not scored, but
1st and 10 Bobcats from their own.
2nd and 10 for the Bobcats. Double wing, 1 back set. Roy under center on 2nd and 10. Handoff goes off the left side, and once again, stop me if you heard this one, nowhere to run. Saints defensive line has just been extraordinary at the point of attack. 3rd down. 5 wideouts for St. Thomas. Now Knight motions into the backfield. Play action fake. Hedberg throwing deep down the left side. Has him in deep, and just like that, St. Thomas touchdown. This time it's Aiden Crisp, the junior out of Newfields, 43 yards.
Hedberg's pass complete to number 25.
42-0 St. Thomas. 4th and about 2.
Pick up a 4. 4th down and 1.
With 5.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Running time here in the 3rd quarter. And the Bobcats will go for it. 2 back set. 1 wing on the right side. Handoff off the right side. 1st down and more for Plymouth. All the way down to the 15-yard line. Connor McGowan on a nice run.
Connor McGowan on the carry.
Biggest play of the day for the Bobcats. And they've got a 1st down inside the red zone. Shape. Running a 5K, just getting the play in there. All right, 1st and goal. McGowan, right side, trying to bounce it outside the numbers. He will get in for the Plymouth touchdown. So the Bobcats
touchdown
on the board.
Connor McGowan.
Here in the 3rd quarter with 2:43 to go. 43-6 St. Thomas. We do have a Bobcat shaken up on the play. All right, Justin McIsaac here with 2 of the St. Thomas Saints. We got Steven Hedberg and Jay Gallipo. A dominating victory for St. Thomas. First of all, Steven, you guys really spread the ball around and kind of were able to do what you wanted to do. Were you surprised that the offense was running so well against a pretty good Plymouth team?
Yeah, it was a little surprising because we knew they were a good team, but that's what we expect. That's what we expect to do every week. That's our game plan. It works pretty well.
And Jay, I mean, I asked Coach Kumba to send me the best lineman of the game. He selected you. You guys were just dominating at the point of attack, offensively, defensively. Was there something in particular that you saw in film that you could exploit, or was it just execution today?
I mean, it's just we spend all week working on fundamentals and technique, and it just all clicked today. And everyone did their job, and that's what happens.
All right, and Steven, I mean, these games, I mean, you guys really haven't been tested yet. You're averaging a 50 burger a game about. Is it a little frustrating when you're only playing half a game? Is it tough to get into a rhythm that way, or are you just cool with the win?
Sometimes, obviously want to be on the field, but last week, Merrimack Valley gave us a run. We played most of the game. One of these games, we got to be ready for it every week, though. It can happen any given Saturday,
Yep. And, Jay, I mean, the offense gets most of the press, most of the attention for St. Thomas, but I think the defense is a little bit overlooked. I mean, how much pride do you guys have in the way you're able to shut these teams down like you did today?
I mean, we take a lot of pride in it because, like you said, the offense gets most of the press, but it gives the defense a little chip on our shoulders, like, go out and prove we're just as good.
All right, and Steven, you guys got a tough Laconia team next week. How do you feel about where you guys are in Division II right now at 4-0?
Well, we're obviously feeling great with where we are. We know we can just keep moving forward. That's all we can go. And, we're ready for face on Laconia. It's going to be a good game. All
right, there you have it, St. Thomas Saints. We'll talk to Coach Kumba in just a second here on NHSportsPage.com. All right, Coach Eric Kumba, the St. Thomas Saints. Nice win, 43-7, and really, I thought this was going to be a competitive ball game, but you guys really came out and kind of exerted your will. Did you expect it to be this much of a dominating performance from your kids?
I knew we had some things in the game plan that would give us a chance if we executed them the right way, and they executed. The kids did better than I thought we would. For us to be able to jump out as quickly as we did, and really put pressure on them in special teams, blocking 2 punts, things start to spiral in our favor, and that's what happens and that's how you get to that halftime score.
Right, and everybody knows Steven Hedberg is going to come out and he's going to be, he's going to do his job and be a great quarterback. I was really impressed with the way your line played on both sides of the ball. When you think about Plymouth, you think about dominating offensive line and really running it down your throat. But you guys were able to defeat them at the point of attack really all afternoon long.
Yeah, it's a veteran group. We returned 3 starters up front, and we put a couple guys in there, and they've been getting better every week. Defensively, we changed some things up and put kids in a spot where it probably highlights them better, especially going against a team like Plymouth this week. And they did a great job running around, making plays. Our nose guard was unblockable, it seemed, from my angle the entire game. And it's great to see because we've worked on him all week about consistent effort and making plays, as many plays as he can. He showed up today.
And as a coach, you're always looking for something to nitpick. What do you yell at your first unit about after that? Because it really looked like, your job's going to be a little bit tough to light them up in practice this week.
Well, we left 14 points on the field in the first half. The fourth down on the goal line that we should have probably punched in, and then we fumbled the ball down there going in the second quarter. That like I said to you before the game, you want to leave every drive with points, and those 2 we left points off the board.
Is it tough as a coach when your first unit's not getting as many reps because you got to kind of call off the dogs in the second half? They're not getting as many reps maybe as you want them to.
Yeah, you worry about rhythm and kind of staying in sync, but at the same time, that's why we practice all week, and they get those reps then. And if I have to pull kids out in the second half, that means we're doing okay, and I'll never say no to that.
All right, Laconia next week. What do you think about that game?
I haven't watched them yet, but I know what happened last year, so they're going to get all my attention for the next 7 days.
All right, St. Thomas 4-0 in Division II with a big win over Plymouth today on NHSportsPage.com.